Hi guys, it's Ed again. Well, I guess it might be spring. Check this out. It's grass out there. Look at that. The junk is starting to show up. A little Detroit. The green truck. We can actually see the Mac. So that's pretty cool. Well, guess what we're working on? The big Detroit. Okay, it's not big. Sorry, Detroit guys. Well, after much measurement, I have decided that I am going to take the easy route. You know, it's not going to bite myself for that one, right? I'm going to kick myself right in the mouth for saying easy. But I'm going to try to put the 4-cylinder in it. Now, if you don't recall, the problem with the 4-cylinder was it ran away. And the blower is shot. But the motor should run if it runs, if it didn't blow up, which it turns over and it feels okay, so it should work, maybe. It might rattle, who knows, it might throw a rod through it or something, but if the bearings are bad. But anyway, we're going to try to put that motor in it because it's an inline, and it's this one here being a V, it's going to hit the steering box, so that's going to make it a little more challenging. And it's too long because the air compressor was bolted right here, and the air compressor sits back here about this far, so that puts your firewall all the way back here, and that pushes the motor so far ahead that the mounts aren't even going to be anywhere near where I need them to be. So just problem after problem after problem with this thing, and I don't know. It's just I think it's going to be more trouble than it's worth. I know the 6V would be nice, a little more power, little, you know, little better. But the turbo, if I put the turbo on that motor, which they are expensive to say the least, to get the turbo on it and get that all figured out, then that little motor right there will make, I don't know, like 150 horse, maybe 170, something like that. So that's pretty darn good. I think this thing will only make, this is natural, it's not turboed, I think this thing only makes maybe 200 horse. So, and the little gas job that was in it is, I don't know, 100 horse on a good day. So anyway, we'll be up in the horsepower. We'll still get our Detroit sound, and hopefully I'm just praying that motor is a good motor. And I know it's a truck motor. This I know come out of a Great All, so this one, you know, even though I did check the numbers, it should turn the right way, all that's good. But that one came out of a truck, so I think it's got the governor that you need. Somebody might be able to tell me what the governor for a truck compared to. But even though this was kind of a truck, sort of, Great All, so I don't know. I really don't have any clue what I'm doing, to be honest with you, because I have no clue about Detroits. So I'm learning as I'm going. But what I did find out was the bell housing, okay, wait, let me get the terminology correct. On one of the forums, I did get some education. But the flywheel housing, which is that part, and or if you want to see it up close, this part, okay, this is the part that bolts to the engine. That part and that one and this one, I think, are the same diameter. Now, it's hard to measure because you can't really get a tape measure through the transmission. That's a little challenging. So what you can do is, there's a couple ways. One of the ways is that these holes, these are 3/8 holes, and the bigger ones, which is this would be bigger maybe, like a SAE1, are 7/16. But these are 3/8, and they screw right into that. So that's a plus. And the measurement between here, I guess, if they are 4 3/4, they're the only ones that are 4 3/4 between here. And that is exactly what they are, is 4 3/4 on this one, and they're 4 3/4 on that one. So I'm going to pull this transmission off Okay, this part here, even though it's kind of bell shaped, this is the clutch housing. The clutch arm, I don't know if you guys can see, goes in right there. And so this is the clutch housing, this is the flywheel housing, this of course is the transmission, this is the engine. So now that we've got that all described appropriately, let's get to pulling this out. It looks like I still got one more bolt down here, and I've got all of them around, I think, and then we'll see how hard this sucker is to come apart. It'll probably come apart hard. We'll see. Ugh. A little tight. Okay, let's see what we get with this project here. I'm just going to flip that up so I can see. Okay, you're in the shot. Let's see if we can get a bar right in behind here maybe. Looks like there's a little lip. Pry it back. It's got a little bit of weight on it. Oh, I'm seeing a little bit of a crack. She's trying. I think we got to go a little from both sides. Let me get over there. Oh yeah, there we go. Now she opened up. Okay, so I'm going to pick up on it, I think. It should be holding, there's a block of wood under it that could be holding up on it, but I think I put it behind the flywheel. Should be okay. Let's see. Oh, there we go. If it's loose enough to move, it's got to be loose enough to move, right? At least in my world. Wiggling and jiggling. See if we can get her off there. Come on. Get off there, you big girl. A little higher. See if we can. Come on. I think she's sliding off slowly, which is probably better than quickly. Come on. It's tough because the cherry picker only picks in, you know, well, don't like to slide that way. Actually, maybe I can spin it. That one come pretty good there. I think I'm going to come up on it a little more, maybe. It almost looks like it needs to be picked. It's pinching on this side, so it's picking up on the tail too much. I think if I move it forward, might be the trick. It's coming, sort of. I'm going to let it down a little bit. just to see if I can take some got room. Come ahead. Looks like the bottom is tight. So this would be more on the top. No, it'd be loose. Let's go this way. I think I need some oil on that. What do you guys think? There we go. Check that out. Cool beanage. She's off. Okay. Hoses are loose. Let's get it up in the air. And I think I can pull right out from under it. Oh, baby. Come on. Oh, you want it. Let's get it up. Okay, it's picking up the fender. What's going on? That's hung up over here. Hang on. I don't like walking underneath it. You guys are right in the way. You guys are always in the way. Okay, let's try it again. Well, that's one way to get her loose. Let's see if we can level this thing up again. Let's get some spray on that. That's annoying. Let's put some lubrication on this thing. Wrong way again. There we go. It's gotta come up. Okay, there we go. That looks better. Okay, let's get this trailer out of here. Okay, I think I forgot to push the record button, but the trailer is empty. No, it did not fall off. It came close, but it didn't. But as you can see, it is hooked behind the Varfignugan, but I have now put it in here. So it is in there. Transmission is the correct size, so that's a good thing. I did double check it, and it is this one here is 19 and a 1/4 inches across there. So, and that one over there is 19 1/4 inches. So, in my world, that is going to bolt to that. Now what we're going to go find out is if the bell, or not the bell, but the flywheel and the clutch will fit on here. Let's see. She's a little crusty looking, but we'll get the pressure plate unbolted, and we'll see if we can get the clutch out of there. It should come right off, hopefully, if it isn't stuck on there too bad. And then we'll see if we can get the bolts out of the flywheel, and then we'll get the flywheel lined up with the other one. So, sorry I forgot to push record though. It was pretty uneventful. Hardest part was backing it up. It turns really sharp. And you just turn the wheel a little bit and the thing goes boop, it goes boop that way. So, but it's it did it. It did what I had to do. My little farfing truck. So, okay guys, we got the pressure plate off. I think this motor's been sitting a long time. But it did actually release. The springs did, when I took the bolts out, it did have pressure. So it's not totally rusted. The clutch, on the other hand, is fused to the flywheel. So that will require some prying to have a chance of getting that thing off. So, boy, the old helicopters are flying today. I'm going to try going around this a little bit with the old screwdriver and see if I can get behind it. I think I've got a screwdriver that's bent, like a little pry bar, if I remember correctly, in there somewhere. And see if I can kind of tap that in behind there and break that clutch free. And then see what we got from there. I did break a bolt off. You guys can see right there. But that's the only one. So I'll have to work on getting that out of the flywheel, if the flywheel fits. Let's see. That came off easier than I expected. I just took the claw hammer and reached in there and just kind of put a little pressure on it and popped right off. There's a solid 1/8 of an inch of material between there. So this clutch, I know it's all rusty and nasty, but give that a clean on up with a wire wheel. Should probably be okay clutch to run. I'm going to run it, probably. Okay, I'll show you now the flywheel. So, there's Mr. Flywheel. I see it's got a real bearing in it. That's cool. Probably should replace that bearing. Probably been in there since the beginning of time. So, what do you think the chances of getting them bolts out? And, boy, they look, I'm just looking at that one and looking at this one. I think they might fit. That would be awesome. I was hoping that motor's a good motor. Kind of rolling the dice on it here. See if it's any good. I know I should probably try to start it the way it sets. If I knew what I was doing, I would do that. But I'm not really sure what I'm doing. So maybe I'll wait till I find somebody who does know what they're doing and tell me what I'm missing. Well, you guys want to watch me break these off? Let's see if we can do that. Well, they're either breaking or coming. They got real loose real quick. That's coming out. Let's look to see what they look like. Yeah. 5 more to go, boys and girls. Wish me luck. I think we were successful. I think we got them all loose. So, that's cool. They're all loose. Spin them off with the speed wrench. Notice the ring, there's one on the outside. I don't know if there's supposed to be one on the inside too. Okay. Oh, how hard do you think that flywheel is going to come off? Pretty hard. Maybe a crowbar in behind it. Give it a little. Let me see if there's anything flat or if it just mounts flush. Looks like it mounts pretty flush. So it should, if I wiggle it a little bit, break the rust free, she should come down. Tough to get in there. It's trying to move or something. Something's happening. Not a lot to reach in there with. I bet she's nice and light too. Can't really. Well, these would have threads in them. If I was to put a couple screws in there, give myself something to pry against, what do you think? One here with a screw already in it. Try to keep it. Get another one of those. Okay. Still not sure if we can get onto it. Not sure. reach your fingers in there. Nothing comes down, it'll get them. Made a different noise. I can feel it moving. I see it moving. Getting her out of there. Okay, maybe that's the trick. Okay, there we go. Now we got to pick that heavy thing up and get her out of there. It looks light. Well, it's out. Teeth are pretty rusty, but they look to be intact, which is always a good thing. Don't want to have a missing tooth. Make you look like a redneck. Okay. I'm stuck in this hole. I gotta get out of here. Okay, it is out. See, there's just some dirt, mouse nest, whatever down there along the bottom. A little bit of scale, but I think I hit that with a wire brush. That'll clean up. I'll clean the surface up. I usually, I know everybody's going to say, oh, you need to have them resurfaced. All that good stuff. I use the dual action sander. I've done it on cars quite a few times, and works pretty good. You know, unless it's really, you know, warped or something, but this thing, I don't think it's warped. It's just got some crunchies on it. So I take some 80 grit on the dual action sander and just clean her right up nice. We'll have to work on getting that out if we can. I'm not overly scared if I can't. I think there's plenty of enough bolts there to hold that pressure plate on, but that's cool. Should we try setting it in here? I think it's going to fit. But we could try it and see. I mean, the bell housing measures the same. They're 19¼ inches. I measured that one. Don't think I put that on camera, but I did measure it. So it should slip right in there and bolt on. Oh, you know what I could do to find out? Watch, if I took that ring off, you know, this one, and as this ring is bolted up, and compared it to the other ring, right? It'd just be diameter, which could be an issue, but I don't think it is. because it's the same size bell housing. Excuse me, flywheel housing. I know you guys get upset with me. I don't use the right terminology. Okay, so this one is out of this motor. And where'd that one go? Did it fall on the ground? Did I take it off? Did I throw it? Oh yeah. Here's the one off from this one. I think those are the same thing. I think they just need, oh yeah, just need to be shaken in the right direction, because you know me, I'm shaky. So yeah, the bolt pattern's the same, and the bell housing's the same. That looks like that's going to go right in there. The only thing that's different is this starter is on this side, and that starter is on the other side, which is more normal for the direction. Now the starter that I have was off, so I don't know. I stuck it on here just to kind of hold it, keep it together. But there's a starter right here, and but I'm not sure which way it goes. I guess I'll have to put some juice to it, spin it, see which way it cranks, and then I'll know if that starter is going to work with this, being that it's on, and I don't even know if that's the right bolt pattern, if that one would even bolt onto, it bolted onto that one, but I don't know if it'll bolt onto this one. Could be different for all I know. Doesn't really look like it is though. Ow. Oh, I hung myself. Okay. I know it's dark. That probably didn't help much. Did the light on? Not much. But definitely looks to be kind of the same. So we will see. But I think we've got her. I think we got her. Just hope and pray that this motor is good. It turns over, like I said, I barred it over back in October when I got it. It did turn over, so didn't sound bad. Didn't, you know, I jiggled it back and forth, thought maybe I'd hear a, you know, if it had a bad, you know, rod or main bearing, you'd hear it kind of clunk clunk, you know. I did that and I didn't hear anything. So I think it's okay. These Detroits are tough. They everybody that, you know, they said they're just tough. So, but I definitely, if I want a turbo, I'm gonna need one. Let's listen to this. Ready? Okay, those are the plates. What do you think? Not too good, eh? Yeah. Garrett Equipment So's Limited. Almost looks like this motor was actually I don't know if you guys can read that or not, but let me try to get in there, brace it. Might be able to. Anyway, yeah, this motor, according to the number, and it's a later model, I think it's a 78, and not Belgium, Brazil. Knew it was one of those B places, but I think this is a Brazilian engine. GM outsourced them to Brazil, so I think it's Brazil. Pretty sure it's Brazil. And so there's the number on it. 5047 5300. You guys can see that or not. But the 5300, I think it's a 53 or a 57 spin the correct way. But he told me this came right out of a truck, so I know it turns the right way. I don't see any major malfunctions, you know. I mean, I don't see a hole in the block or nothing. I think it'll run. Well, anyway, guys, I'm babbling. My battery's running low. Thanks for watching, subscribing, and commenting, and all that other good stuff. Do appreciate all your input on my crazy operations. So we'll see you on the next one. Bye.